Forging IT security experts. Secure Ninja.
Hi, it's Alicia Webb with Secure Ninja. I'm here in Las Vegas at BlackHat 2012, and I'm speaking with Jayson E. He is an author, speaker, and a troublemaker. His most recent book is Dissecting the Hack, The Forbidden Network. We're going to talk about that, but I just want to jump straight to the troublemaker part. You're a troublemaker.
Well, I do what I can.
Yeah, and you're here at BlackHat making trouble?
Well, I'm learning how to create trouble. It's like I'm sharing information with other people who know how to do trouble better than me, and it's all about learning. It's like BlackHat is based on not just networking and trying to figure out what the newer technologies are, but also meeting other people from all over the world and stuff, are coming here to learn and also to share that knowledge. I mean, one of the core foundations of hacking is sharing information. Information should be free. And so it's conferences like this where you get that kind of information, sharing out there. It's like, it's like, I've done this research here. It's like, you get a lot of stuff from the speakers and stuff, when you're at the conference and you're hearing the talks, you get a lot more detail when you see them at the bar and stuff, and they've had a few drinks in them. So it's like, it's really good to get some good information out there.
So what are you getting out of BlackHat?
Very tired right now. It's like, because there's a lot of parties, there's a lot of things going on, there's a lot of training. It's like, it's just nonstop action. When I come in on a Sunday, it's like, and I leave the next Monday and stuff, so it's like by Sunday I'm like, woo, I'm in Vegas, I'm at BlackHat, I get to see all my friends, and like by the next Monday I'm like, mother, get me out of Vegas. It's like, it's like I just want to go. Exactly. So it's like, it's really exhausting, but it's worth it. It's like you gotta save up your energy at the very beginning and stuff, and then you just blow it out.
Yes.
So it's like,
pace yourself.
Exactly. You try.
That's one way to do it. Now, tell me about your background. What brought you to BlackHat in the first place?
Well, I started out, it's like in information security. It's like I do two jobs. It's like my day job is I'm the AVP of information security for a financial institution. I do the blue team cubicle stuff, firewalls, IDS systems, which is really fun for me. I like doing that. But then at my night job, I do pen testing, I do social engineering engagements. It's like, I look at it this way, I handle incidents during the day, I create incidents for other people at night. So, the best of both worlds. It's like, you got to be able to, if you really don't understand how the attackers are getting in or how the attackers are doing their job, you're not really going to be very good at doing the defending and stuff, and that's what it's about. It's about trying to do the right thing and stuff.
Right. Now, hacker is a big word that's thrown around at BlackHat and DEF CON, obviously. What can you tell us about hackers, hacker culture? What is a hacker?
Well, see, that's one of the biggest misconceptions you see a lot. It's like, because a lot of people, when they see hacker, they attribute it to like, oh, criminals, like, or a bad guy who's stealing my credit card. Tesla, hacker. Leonardo da Vinci was an Uber hacker. It's like, I mean, there are so many people. Albert Einstein, of course, is a hacker. It's like a hacker is someone who looks at something and say, what else can it do? Oh, this was supposed to do this, let me see if it can do something else. It's like, so I mean, that's the foundation core of being a hacker, is to just try to do things and do things to a system that it wasn't normally supposed to do. So I mean, I'm proudly a hacker. It's like you go to a cab driver, and a cab driver gets paid to take people in his car from one location to another for money. A getaway driver is paid to take people from one location to another for money. Right. It's like, one does it bad, one does it good. They're still using the same tools. So I can be a hacker and still be a good guy, and then another person can be a hacker and be someone that's a bad guy.
Right, makes sense. So before the interview, we were discussing social engineering. What sort of social engineering have you been practicing here at BlackHat?
I think I practice the same kind of social engineering that mostly every hacker or every person here at BlackHat does. You social engineer to get into all the cool parties. You got to social engineer your way to get all the cool blinky pins and yo-yos from the vendors. It's like, I mean, basically the concept of social engineering is trying to get something from someone without them realizing what you're trying to get from them, or trying to get into a place where you shouldn't be. And that's part of the fun. It's like, I mean, there's one vendor who's always had this exclusive party and stuff, and I've always loved social engineering my way into that party. It's like, and one time I got invited to go to the party, and I was like, can't go. It's like, it's only fun if I'm not allowed to go there. It's like, I mean, that's one of the things that makes hacking fun, is like, oh, I'm not supposed to be able to do this? I just did it.
Right.
So
it's a challenge.
exactly. It's all about the challenge.
And how does social engineering tie into hacking? How can one benefit the other?
Well, I think you're going to see more and more social engineering attacks because of the fact that it's like we're doing better with our defenses on the network side. It's like we're learning how to segment our networks. We're learning how to do egress filtering and stuff, at our gateways. So how do we circumvent that? Our inside networks are still wide open. So I don't have to be in another country and stuff, trying to hack you over the internet with your firewalls and your IDSs and IPSs going off, when I can walk in through your front door, put in a computer or a special, like a pony plug or something, box, and just plug that in, go back out to the parking lot, it's like with the Wi-Fi connection, and then take over your network from the inside. So I don't have to bypass the firewall if I can bypass your receptionist. It's like I don't have to get past your IDS if I can get past your security. So, I mean, it's just one of those physical things. It's like I tell people I'm not a great locksmith, but if I can get your security guard to open the door for me, I still win. So it's like, and so you're seeing a lot more of those physical compromises because that also has a better trust issue. It's like when someone sees you in a building, once you're inside, you're more trusted because obviously you had to go through security. The only thing worse than no security is a false sense of security. So the more you see these buildings that are secured and locked down, if you're able to get into that border, get past that perimeter, you're almost always is just wide open for you to attack.
It sounds like you have a lot of fun with all this social engineering and hacking stuff. Is that one of the key requirements for your job?
I think it's one of the main requirements. Is like even when I'm doing the defensive, even when I'm in my cubicle and I'm watching the firewalls and I'm watching IDS and I see someone trying to attack and I'm going, oh no, I caught you. This is how you're doing. You have to have a passion. It's like people that are getting into this industry because it's a good career choice, it's like you think it's where the money's at, you're going to fail miserably. Mm-hmm. You have to have a passion. You have to have a zeal for it because the guy that's on the other side of that keyboard is having a blast. It's like he's waking up at noon, drinking a couple of Red Bulls, playing some Xbox, and stealing 50,000 credit cards. It's like, he's having fun. It's like, why shouldn't we? It's like, I mean, that's one of the key things about this is that this is a great job because you're helping, you're securing the networks, you're helping people, and you get to do what you love. It's like I can't believe people pay me for this stuff. It's like, this is something that I do because I love it. It's like, I mean, people go boating, I have a lab system at my home. It's like one whole bedroom is just nothing but my computer lab. And it's like, I could have gotten a fishing boat for the price that this lab cost. It's like, but that's what I do for fun. I get home from work, I go into my lab, and I'm still doing the same stuff that I was doing at work. It's like, because it's not really work.
Right. That's your passion.
Exactly.
It's awesome to get paid to do what you love.
Exactly. But don't, hopefully my boss doesn't hear this because, it's like, I might want to get a raise later. So
it's like, he loves it too much. You're going to pay him less.
Exactly.
I hope not. Now, I know one thing about you is that you're kind of known for these awkward hugs.
Yes, I am. It's like I've got a website actually that if you probably by now if you actually Google awkward hugs, you'll see it. I'm well known on Twitter. It's like for the awkward hugs. It's just one of the things. This industry sometimes can be a little bit too cynical. Mm-hmm. So it's like what I like to do is just bring some positives. Like if I'm only known for the industry for bringing awkward hugs and bringing people to smile and stuff, just for a little bit of stuff, and just making it awkward. Right. It's like, then I'm happy. It's like Dave Relic actually started the hug movement. It's like he gives out these big bear hugs. I tell people I just made them awkward. So it's like, but it's one of those things that makes me more approachable too. It's like I like people to come up to me. It's like, you get a lot of other people in this industry that are very aloof, that, they don't want to associate with people. They just don't like all the contact and people coming up to them. I love networking. I love people coming up to talk. That's what it's about. That's why when I was not even a speaker and I was an attendee, I loved coming around and networking with people and stuff, and I want to keep that going. And stuff, it's like, this is a fun industry. These are really great people. There's a lot of great people in this industry. Hug them.
Right, hug them.
Exactly.
You love them, hug them.
Here, let me show you.
I was just going to ask, this is awkward.
This is an awkward hug.
All right, well, that was extremely awkward and pretty fun. And speaking with you was so interesting and informative. Thank you so much for talking with us today, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Secure Ninja Shorts are brought to you by SecureNinja.com, a world leader in information security and IT training and certification. Our master instructors will help build you into a highly skilled and marketable security professional. SecureNinja.com, forging IT security experts.